There are classic rock riffs that everyone should know, and this song is one of them. Are you ready? All right, well, let's go. This song is called Working Man by my favorite band Rush from their first album. This song is relatively easy to do. It's pretty much just a rocking song. This is one that I think most of you can handle, even if you're a beginner. Should be pretty awesome. All right, we're gonna go to a close-up and I'm gonna show you how it's done with the chords. The song starts out with a traditional E power chord where I got my pointer finger on the 2nd fret on that 5th string and the 4th string. I like to press both down. This is an E note here, this is a B, and of course we have the open E. So we're going to strike all 3 of those notes and play an E power chord. And then the next note is going to be right here on the D note, which is on the 5th fret on the A string. I like to use my ring finger for that one. And then I use my middle finger for the note right below it on the low E string, which is an A note. And then go back to the chord. And then I just take this pointer finger, slide it up to the C note, which is on that 3rd fret right here on the A string. And then I do like a little bit of a hammer-on-ish to the 5th fret on that same A string. So here's that whole section in full context. All right, so you do that a couple of times. Then he opens it up in the 2nd half, I guess you call it, the verse. And he starts with the power chord. And then to break it open, I like to play the D right here. This D chord, which is these last 4 strings. And then the A power chord. And then there's a couple of different ways you can play this E. Sometimes you play it like this, where I've got the 2 fingers on that 2nd fret, 4th string and 5th string. That's the D string and the A string. And then I put this little finger right here on the 4th fret on the G string. But all 6 strings. Sometimes, and you may have seen it in the intro, I also will play the E like this, which looks like the E major shape. But I'm actually muting this note with the pointer finger. I don't know, sometimes it's just easier for me to play it this way than to get my hand over to play it this way. Either way, it's the same effect. You're playing what's called an E power chord. You're not playing this 3rd. Or this. Either way. After that, you play a C power chord, which is right here. The pointer finger's on that C note on the 3rd fret, and the ring finger's on the 5th fret on the D string. And I like to fill that chord out by putting the little finger right here on that 5th fret on the G string. And then that exact shape, that exact same form goes up 2 frets to the D. So here's how the left hand looks. And then the part where it's "They Call Me the Working Man," I like to use these 2 fingers, the ring and the middle. And I go to the 7th fret on the A string, which is an E note, and the B note, which is on the E string on the same fret. I do the exact same thing, only I go down 2 sets of frets. So now I'm playing a D and an A note. Then we take the pointer finger and put it on the 3rd fret on that low E string, which is the G note, and then the ring finger, which is the D note, which is that 5th fret on the A string. And then that exact same form goes up 2 frets, which is the A. And then go right back to the... When I play these notes, the notes sound separate. They're not, so you got to lift the other finger up when you're playing the other note. All right, here's a note on how the right hand plays this song. I like to, especially when I'm doing single notes and a lot of times I'm playing power chords, the heel of my hand lightly on the bridge behind the saddles. It's pretty light, but it gives me a lot of control with my picking hand. And so when you play the first chord, so it's down, up, down, down. And then everything else is pretty much down picked. And then when I play the chords, I'll tend to take my hand off that bridge a little bit, kind of on and off as I'm playing it. Song Working Man by Rush, and I hope that was helpful for you, for a song that you can learn. It's a great essential classic rock riff that everyone should know. Be sure to subscribe below, like the video. It's awesome if you could. I've also got a free link below to guitar finger gymnastics to get your fingers all warmed up. So if you need to get those fingers working out, it's a great free video down below. And also the tabs that I just showed you is also in the link below. Thanks a lot and keep rocking.